Alright gamers, fresh out of the warehouse at Mantic Games HQ, The Walking Dead All-Out War Collector's Edition. This is Sean with Texas Gamer Geeks. I want to show you what's going to be inside this box. You do get several exclusive models that are available in this set, and I'll go over all of those models here shortly. But there is a ton of stuff in this box. Before we get started, I do want to thank everyone at Mantic Games HQ. I did get to spend my Friday there, and it was an absolute blast. Everybody there was wonderful. I did get to play a game of the new Dreadball version 2, which for those of you that play Dreadball, it is amazing. They've done a great job on cleaning up a lot of those rules. But let's talk about The Walking Dead. With waves 3 and 4 right around the corner. The collector's edition, which honestly I didn't even know was coming out until I got there and saw it and said, oh wow, that's really cool. They had a huge palette, which I actually thought were Kickstarters, which seemed a little strange. Look at the size of the box. It's the same size as the Kickstarter box. So this is, it's a big box. If you have the Kickstarter edition, you know what I'm talking about. There is a ton of stuff in this box. This box includes the Walking Dead All-Out War Core Starter Set, the Prelude to Woodbury Solo Starter Set, the Scenery Booster, the Roamer Booster, the Equipment Booster, the Deluxe Neoprene Mat, not a paper mat, the actual mousepad neoprene mat. It also includes, for those of you who did not get to one of the events this year to pick up Lee and Clementine from Telltale Games, they're in the box. In this box is also the 2018 show exclusives, One-Legged Dale, Scott Moon, and Walker Rick Grimes. And if I can do it justice here. There we go. And I think Rick Grimes there is having dinner. Okay, so again, thanks to everyone at Mantic Games. Let's get this opened and see what it all looks like on the inside. I will be right back. All right, we are back. I have opened the box up, and as you can see, very similar to the Kickstarter edition, we've got a tray full of models. Let's take a look at one of the newer exclusives. Sorry about the lighting there. Just zoom in here just a little bit. Very nice work. Walker eating the deer. Very cool. Alright, so you see all the minis. Boxes loaded with minis. You do see some of the same sculpts down here because that's what was in the boosters. But all of your heroes as well. A trick to this, if it helps and you want to make sure you get everything back in the right one after you take everything out, do yourself a favor, use a Sharpie and mark the bottom of the base, go across the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Then you can easily put all the minis back. Otherwise, you do like I do and you're always taking pictures. The second level of tray looks very similar to the Kickstarter edition. Nice cover, our cards. Lots of cards. We do have our die set, which is the standard die set. The scenery pack, which basically will replace all of the card counters that are in the core starter set. So you don't even need to punch out the core starter set. If you had the original and you got the scenery pack, just leave them in their nice cardboard shape and their cardboard fixtures and replace it with all the plastic. These are really cool. If you have not seen the scenery before, these are really great. They do paint up very easily. Lots of tires. They do look like, you know, true barricades. One made out of fence. And the supply counters, again, these also paint up extremely well. And there you go. You can see all of those. 3, 6, you get 10 supply counters, 6 barricades. You get 2 trucks. These are hollow, so they're very light. These also paint up really well, as well as the car. Trick to doing these I learned from a friend of mine, Andy at Mantic. Spray paint these cars whatever color you want the car to be. Use a Sharpie on the windows to color them in black. Do a couple of washes. You can do the tires the same way. If you have a silver Sharpie, you can use it on the rims. I painted all mine. They took a little longer. Sharpie just made way too much sense. So thank you, Andy, for that tip. I will do that from now on because it just makes more sense and it's faster. As you've seen in some of my other videos, I paint to a tabletop quality. I am not a master painter. I don't have time to paint to that level, so I am always looking for a shortcut that will get me a great result. That's the neoprene. I don't know if I can zoom out far enough. It's the standard 20-inch, but it is a nice neoprene mat. If you've not seen these before, it is basically a big mouse pad. Once you lay it out, the folds will disappear. And I actually think these came out better than the paper mat. The color on them seems to be richer, and they're great. And if you go to the website, you end up buying like the entire set. They actually all form into a square, all 4 of the mats together. They'll lead off the edges here and the edges over here, and they do line up perfectly. It's very well done, and you can go for even bigger battles. It is a skirmish game, so a bigger field is not out of the question. All right, I'm gonna cut the rest of this stuff open, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. If you're looking at some of this saying, well, it looks exactly the same. Well, it is. This is the starter cardboard in the rule book that came with the core set. So if you already have the core set, you now have extras. Same cardboard, same easy to punch, same Dale's RV. That didn't change. You do have the extra cards for the, let me pull this off, the events. Your Walker card, standard, but the event deck is bigger because it does have in the expansion in it. So you get those. So if you missed out on one of the expansions or the Prelude to Woodbury, or you just want something extra, you only say you only bought the starter, Mantic points. It's you know, this is a good value. Your supply cards. If you've not played The Walking Dead before, I do have a couple other videos where we take you through the basics of the game. We will be filming another one using this set over the next week or so. I'll be teaching a couple of new guys how to play the game, so we'll be filming that, and at the same time I can teach you how to play. This is a much bigger stack that you get in the original starter because this again has the equipment booster, gory clothing. Let me see if I can zoom in on these cards just a little bit. There we go. So you'll recognize some of this if you've played before. Cross Lucky Hat, bandages, hatchets, crossbow. Who uses a crossbow? Nobody in this game actually. Chainsaw, one of my favorite weapons. Radios. So your equipment booster is in here. Meds. Scope. There are a lot of cards here. I can't really even hold them all while looking at the camera and doing this justice. Taser. Okay. Anyway, And all the characters that you get in here. The standard Rick from the original core, Carl, Derek, Patrick, Sandra, and Liam. Brian Blake. Woodbury. There's Lee and Clementine. They both have color cards. And then you have Scott Moon and Dale. Okay. Standard set of dice. And that's basically it, folks. That's what's in this box. There's a ton of stuff in this box. Okay, there's a ton of stuff in the box. Well, let me go through the pricing for it. The core starter set is $50. Prelude to Woodbury solo starter set's $45. Scenery boosters $35. The roamer boosters $20. The equipment boosters $18. The neoprene mat itself is $35. The Telltale Games booster, which if you picked it up at one of the events, you have it. It was $20. If you didn't, you can get it in this one. And then add in the 3 2018 show exclusives, which you don't have to spend $1,000 to travel across the country to a show to pick up. It's $223, give or take, dollars retail. US, this is going to be $149, I believe, for this set. So if you pick it up from your local gaming store, expect to pay, $135 to $149, depending on whether your local retailer discounts it or you get it online or whatever. I always suggest you support your local store first. But it's a heck of a value. So if you've only picked up part of it, or you just want to get everything again, this is due out in retail starting Monday, I believe, tomorrow. 9/25/17. There's a lot in here. If there's something you want to see, please post in the comments below. If you want to know anything else about this particular set, again, post it in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel. Look us up on Facebook. We are Texas Gamer Geeks. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We will respond to comments, so just let us know if there's anything you want to know. Again, thank you to Manic Games. Again, guys, this is a great set. $150. You get the neoprene mat, the scenery expansion, the core set, the Prelude to Woodbury solo sets, the extra boosters, everything, Lee and Clementine, the 2018 show exclusives. It's a great value. I'll stop talking it to death. Again, like, subscribe, let us know what you think. Enjoy The Walking Dead.